Have an Official's Blessing Season 2, aka, wow, this series actually is gay, but shh, it's gay because leave us alone, censorship police, there is nothing to see here. Jumping straight into it, and please pay attention because there is a quiz at the end. As you saw in the title, this is a SparkNotes, and unless this is a book series that you were forced to read in high school and you didn't actually want to read the book, so instead you just either listened to an audiobook on 5 times speed or you read the SparkNotes, clearly it's not that, because why would you ever want to sit out on this beautiful piece of art? It's usually for a review for a quiz, so there is a quiz. This season was composed of 2 main arcs, the first arc being the Ghost City arc, and the second is the Fangguashe arc. And by the way, I'm going to butcher so many names in this video. I tried. I like to refer to these 2 arcs as inviting your crush over to your house gone wrong arc, and the oh my god, I guess there really is more to Sheleon's character than we originally thought arc, respectively. And speaking of Sheleon, jumping straight into the characters, I feel like the main thing we learned about him in this season is the fact that, oh my god, he actually has feelings and cares about all the bad things that's happened to him in his life. Because my biggest gripe with this series is the fact that, like, I feel like there's so many bad things that happen to this man, and it's presented as like comedy or funny. No, it's not funny, okay? I will be the number 2 defender of Sheleon, okay? This shit is depressing, okay? And, you know, I think that's a good summary for season 2's ending. The actual topic of which it ended on and the fact that it ended, both of which are depressing, especially because we don't have confirmation for a 3rd season at the time of making this video. Hwa-Chang in this season is like I'm gonna do everything in my power to impress this man, except every time I'm trying to do something, it goes wrong in some way. First, we have the gambling den getting interrupted by a god while I'm out here trying to show my luck and my wealth and my, I almost said swagger, like, what is this? 2012? To be honest, I feel like that interruption was a welcome one, because then we got a perfectly not gay dice rolling lesson. There was something wrong, there was nothing going on there. There was nothing going on there. Never listened to the dice rolling scene in the audio drama. That's just what dice rolling sounds like. There's a whole child. There's this dude that he locked in his basement that there's actually a rescue squad for, and Gaga is a part of the rescue squad. That's like worst case scenario. And not only that, his house got burned down, but that's nothing to the fact that he accidentally hurt Gaga. That is like date like ruined, okay? Sorry, oh shit. Brotherly playdate ruined. There was no date. What are you talking about? And lastly, Gaga was accused of mass murder. You know, that one, I think that was the last straw. He said, not on my watch. Man is not getting imprisoned / banished / you know, shamed again, especially when it's wrong. But then Gaga got really mad at him for proving the fact that it was wrong. So that, I guess the whole thing was just poor Hwa-Chang this entire season. And then we have Windmaster, literally would be the literal winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. Actually, I don't know if they'd win, but they would definitely be the fan favorite, because not only did she make her appearance in season 1, but in season 2 she came back more iconic than ever. I truly would describe their energy as like drag queen energy, and here for it, love it, period. Slaying as always. And then we have Mingy, which is the Earthmaster. Listen, I didn't realize how kinky, well, okay. I don't want to say I didn't realize how kinky this fandom was, or how just like that this fandom is. But then y'all, literally, this man, it just got himself beat up. He got himself like, you know, oh no, he got captured by Hwa-Chang, because there's nothing going on there whatsoever. And y'all were just like, thank you so much, animators, for giving us, you know, this. Amazing, I'm so happy for this. Like, this man can't catch a break. No one realizes his pain and suffering. Wow, I didn't even realize the gravity of that statement when I said it out loud. Moving on, Ji-Rong, I heard someone describe him as the most homophobic twink you've ever laid eyes on. I mean, look at him. Are they wrong? No, not even in the slightest. And you know what? Man really ate. He really ate with the makeup. He really ate with the just everything. Kind of just, he stole the show. If Windmaster didn't win Drag Race, Ji-Rong would win Drag Race. No competition. Yet this man screams homophobia. The way that you can just be both at the same time so well is honestly skill. It's honestly should be a world record. Go down in history for the scholars to study. Next we have Jun-woo. I would consider him, okay, first of all, I have a nickname in my head. I don't even like this man that much, okay? But, okay. In my head, I call him Daddy Woo. Am I the only one who calls him this? Because look at him. Okay, come on. This man screams DILF. Voice actor this season, on freaking point. He's like a estranged father, you know? Who just cares a little too much about his son's future. Daddy Woo. Next we have Function. You know, I just feel bad for this man. I before approaching the season, I was not really sure how the fandom felt about his character. I was like, I'm pretty sure people don't hate him, but at the same time, I'm like, is he a favorite? But you know, towards the end, when I saw the blood rain and the way people reacted and they were like, thank you, Hwa Chang, for, you know, blessing us, I'm like, I wasn't where he had fans like that. But I mean, the man can't catch a break. The man can't catch a break. This man is so well-intentioned and he can never seem to do anything right. Like, this man literally has a whole secret out there that he didn't even know existed. And it's like, again, cannot catch a break no matter how well-meaning he is. Like, clearly he cares about Shaeleon, but like, I'm like imaginary patting. I want to just pat him on the shoulder. I just want, there, sir, there. For mooching, on top of that, I feel like for him, he has just something repressed going on there. You know, there was something that he needs to unpack. Maybe it's just not being gay, because, but you know, I believe in you. You can say your true feelings. We're all rooting for you. Waning Moon Officer, I would consider like a faceless YouTuber. People loved this man and they loved his 2 minutes of screen time that he got in this season. Yet, biggest fans ever. Like, on a different note, I am very excited to see this man's face if we get that part animated. Speaking into existence, when we get that part animated. Now moving on to themes of the season, because you know, we want to really break down what we all watched together. Number one, brotherhood. I've never seen a stronger bond in my entire life. Who would go through so many lengths to teach such in-depth dice rolling techniques? Only such strong brothers would do a great thing for each other like that. Who would go to such lengths to prove that your brother did not commit mass murder, even though they don't want you to tell the people that you didn't commit mass murder because you just couldn't stand to see them accused of something they didn't do when they're genuinely actually a really good person, even though people seem to look down on you constantly and want to diminish every single one of your accomplishments and feats and all the terrible things that you've gone through. A brother would do that. And on that note, everyone in this series seems a little bit closeted. You know, that's another theme I get. From Ling Wen's, like, you know, I don't know why I decided to work in an office that is completely or mostly composed of men lesbian energy, to, you know, Mooching's elementary school bully, we're gonna bully my crush instead of actually say my feelings to them energy. It feels a little bit pointed. And the last theme is a spoiler, so if you have not read this entire series, just skip to the quiz at the end. It is all marked at the bottom. It's not important for the quiz, but stay and watch anyways if you've read the entire series, okay? This last theme is generational trauma, okay? Have people all like unpacked this before? You have Shaeleon from Jun-woo to Shincho. Like, that is all a just passing on of pain and trauma, you know? Like, first you have Jun-woo, who's like, I suffered. We're gonna make Shaeleon suffer the same way. And then Shaeleon goes on and is like the guasher of, like, you know, Shincho, and is like, he suffers. It's like a cycle of pain. Generational trauma. It was almost like it was fated to happen. Shaeleon he shouldn't have never done it. Should have never stepped up to the plate. He should have known that unintentional generational trauma would have kicked in somehow. And honestly, another thought and random thought, this is not a thing, but Jun-woo, like, he to me is like an unaware, like, parent who posts on like am I the a-hole subreddits or like the like true off my chest subreddit, who's like trying to figure out why like his child who he sent off to college doesn't talk to him anymore, and talks about all the things that he did right and all the things he did correct, yet somehow he doesn't want to talk to him. That's all I could think of when he was talking to Shaeleon, and he was like, you never called me and contacted me in those 800 years of not being ascended. It really hurt me. Generational trauma, I think, was the general overarching theme of this season, but I did not want to say that, of course, because to the general masses, because obviously that basically spoils the entire series. So, and I feel like everyone deserves the very raw and real reaction of Jun-woo being, or I should say Daddy Woo, ending up being the big bad villain. Now on to the quiz section. This is a difficult quiz. I don't know if you'll pass, but if you do, good job. Maybe there is hope for you. It's 2 questions, okay? Question 1, what was the color of Hwa-chang's carpet during the dice rolling scene other than red under his throne? What was it? Yeah, you don't know, don't you? It's tan, okay? There's a little swirly swirl design that I definitely knew about before making this video, and I didn't have to go back and watch because I definitely was not paying attention to the carpet during that scene. I was paying attention to the brotherly wisdom being passed on through hands and dice rolling technique. Number 2, what color was Hwa-chang's bed in his manor? I know you know the answer. It's an easy one. It's teal. The question is, why do you remember it? Do you think about that scene a lot? Do you think about what could have been happening in that same bed? That's what I thought. There's no saving for you. Did you truly win this quiz? Even if you got 50%, you got one of the questions right, but did you truly win? And I'm definitely calling myself out. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Now y'all can join me in crying over the fact that not only do we no longer get this series on Wednesdays, but we also do not have season 3 confirmed. And if there is no more seasons for this series, I literally will cry. Thank you so much to this video right here for helping me pronounce names, literally doing the Lord's work. But you know, sometimes the Lord can put all of his effort and throw all of his goodwill at a person and it just doesn't help. AKA myself butchering so many of the names. Y'all don't even want to know how many times I watched that video and it still does not stick. Oh, and also let me know your season 2 thoughts in the comments. How else would you elaborate on these characters and these very deep and intrinsic themes of brotherhood and people just being incredibly closeted? And make sure you subscribe for future fandom related content, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.